Hey guys, quick little video here to show you guys what I've been up to, but by now you may have seen some little shorts where I've been tearing down Homelite XL12s. We've stripped 3 of them down to the crankcase here in the last 24 hours. First one, piston or cylinder, both were junk, but what was cool about that, it was a 58cc saw. I don't know if they made a super in those or if someone had just swapped the cylinder from a Super XL Auto onto it or something, but I ended up mixing and matching. This cylinder here had a little transfer below the port. Some of it's still in there. I got to try to get it out, and this piston had one big or maybe 2 big scrapes up the bottom half of it. I believe it'll be okay. They are full circle pistons, so it feels all right in the bore. I'm going to work with them a little bit more before everything's said and done. And I do have new rings and seals to go in it, so I think everything will be okay. Where we're at right now is, I know the Super XL Autos, there's no doing no machine work to those at all. And on this one, it is the smaller bore. I don't know, I had a 44. This Mandrel I'd made to do a 346 cylinder, and whatever this cylinder is, it went right up on it good and snug. So I'm assuming maybe 44 millimeter, I don't know. When I pulled the base gasket, it had like 78,500 squish. I'm assuming with the gasket it was around 100, which is not uncommon on these, and how they make what compression they make is beyond me. Or how they even run, rather, and how they run as good as they do. I don't know. We all know that a XL12 and a Super XL, you know, they were good saws, torquey saws. I don't know, must be the reeds or something, but anyway, back to what we're doing. Squish without a gasket is at 44 thousandths right now, and I'm at the cusp of Freeport, and if I go any further, I'm going to Freeport. On a reed, you can go a little bit and tune around it, but I'd rather not. I'd rather it just be, you know, a nice, strong running saw I can get off the shelf every now and then when we're feeling nostalgic and go out and run. Squish 44 thousandths. If you ain't familiar with these, they don't really have a squish band. If I could get the cylinder here, maybe in this mess below us. Maybe you can see, let me get the camera lit up. Maybe you can see up in there, they don't really have a squish band. It's more along the lines of just like a big domed chamber, and then you have a domed piston. So I guess that's how they make what compression they do. But anyway, after the machine work, exhaust opening right around 110, transfers 126, and it's a reed valve, so there's no intake timing. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to, you can widen the exhaust port a little bit on these. I'm going to do that. I'm going to polish it, clean it up. May play with the angle on the uppers a little bit, but 16 degrees below down is pretty good. Probably leave it there. But I think I'm going to leave the roof where it's at just to retain what compression the saw is going to make. It should be interesting to see how it runs. I'm going to put one of the red top handles on it where we can run a pyramid style reed. I am going to leave the old manual oiler on it. I do have about a whole Super XL Auto in here. Who knows if the cylinder's any good or not. We're going to get into that. I don't know. Probably be later in the fall or winter or something, but I'm going to try to knock this one out in the next couple of evenings, I think, and put all the nicely painted parts back on it. I do have one of the little stack mufflers. I think we're going to go with that due to the short blowdown where it's just good and open. I'm sure it'll be loud. But yeah, that's where we're at on this project. Just thought I'd share with you guys. The next thing I'm going to get into after this is we've got Jake Hayes Mac 1010 here. We just kind of trading around a little work for fun. We're going to do a mild build on it. I'd really love to get a live feed set up out here. I've got a Wi-Fi extender, but I don't know, something happened that quit working. We're going to have to get on that and get it reset and it'd be cool to do a live feed, me and the wife, or the wife and I, for those of you that are proper, and tear a saw down together on it, get that thing ported, and we'll probably put some fresh seals in it and get it back up to him. Then we've got Simple Man's 357. We got that up and running. Gonna jump on the may try to do both of those here within the next week or two or something, but right here's what we're on now. We're gonna get this thing knocked out and see what we can do with it. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and y'all stay safe, and everybody have a good day.